do your own research. Be careful and don't listen to an old dude with head injuries and possible dementia. Well, today should be an interesting day. I'm back on Mauna Kea. That's not what is so interesting. Today, I'm actually doing a hike up to see a lake that I did not know existed until this morning. Started looking at the volcanoes for some strange reason. Never-ending fascination, maybe. And I was on Google Earth, and that's how I found this. So that's why I encourage people to explore. But today I'm going up to see a lake that is on top, not quite at the top of Mauna Kea. Mauna Kea is up there, but Mauna Kea, the big mountain, the volcano, the peak is up there, which is quite a good distance. I've never actually done this. I've seen lots of hiking trails, but I just figured it was people wanting to do some hiking, getting out, wanted to put their lives at risk. Being at high altitude, and I am a little bit concerned about that, as anyone my age should be. Well, I would say even healthier young people should be concerned about high altitude physical activity, and it's just one of my messages. I do not ever want to give people either a false sense of security or a false sense of danger. So I just say, I try to educate and say, beware. Beware that there's not as much oxygen up here at this high altitude. And I've heard complaints from healthy people, so it should be something that everyone that comes up here and wants to go for a hike, everyone should consider my words and heed my warning. And I hope I'm not getting off the trail. It's kind of hard to see where the trail is up here. Really hard. Is it just because nobody's been up here in a while, or is it that I'm off the trail? I'm going to read what this sign says. Here's something. I did talk to the rangers about the lake today, and they said no swimming. I actually thought they were joking, because who wants to go swimming at this altitude? But they're actually totally right on it. And natural area reserve. Hiking in groups of 10 or less. Hunting is allowed, providing hunters follow DLNR new rules. Injuring, removing damaging native plants, animals, or historic sites. No motorized vehicles. No open fires or overnight camping. Got it. Okay, so I did not bring my boat today, so I won't be, well, dadgummit, where's the trail? Completely and totally lost. I think I'm gonna try to find a trail here. It disappears in the rocks because the rocks don't get beaten down, or at least not near as much as the so there's lots of dangers on this island, and one of the dangers I just mentioned, high altitude sickness. Hypoxia is the word that I like to use because that is a medical term. As a respiratory therapist, since the early 90s, that is the word that we use to describe a low amount of oxygen in the blood. And there is a low amount of oxygen simply because there's a low amount of oxygen in the blood, mainly because there's a low amount of oxygen in the atmosphere. It goes from 21, almost 21% at sea level to 12%, close to 12% at this altitude, which is significantly less. And you can see this is the second hazard, lava. Although this is probably not near as tricky as some of the lava I have walked on, it's still pretty tricky. I think I'm going to come down, or go down this trail and then go back to the other trail. Looks less dangerous, at least. Yeah, so this trail is more like a climbing trail. And the dangers are not really getting cut up by the sharp lava, or maybe even collapsing a lava tube. Is stumbling and falling, especially being intoxicated by hypoxia. That's a real danger up here. I have suffered from hypoxia up here, and every time that's happened, it's been a real surprise. Just kind of overcome by dizziness, slight headache, but there's quite a few signs and symptoms of hypoxia and altitude sickness, and I will list them here. But yeah, lots of dangers on the island. I probably should go through the top 10 list. That's probably going to be on my list of things to create while visiting the big island. Here are the things that you need to be aware of. In order, I would say, my guess is right now, without actually going through the numbers, my guess would be traffic accidents, number one. Number two would probably be drowning. Number three, medical conditions. I really don't think that there's going to be. It's the sacred site here. I'm going to go check this out. Number three, geez, I don't know. I would say medical conditions got to be number three. Yeah, this might be a very long hike, depending on how long it takes me. Starting to get rugged here. I am a bit concerned that I'm gonna get down there and go, I am beat. I can't do this anymore. You know, it's one thing to climb up and realize, okay, I could just kind of drift back down. It's another thing to go down and then go, well, I got to get out of here. And I'm beat just getting down in here, so. And it's possibly easier to drone over this lake than walk over it, maybe. Don't know. But I figured it might be worth walking to the edge and seeing what it looks like. can't even talk. That's how out of breath I am. But you can see behind me how spectacular it is up here. And it's great to get another perspective of the observatories. I said a mile, and I'm gonna say that's pretty close to a mile. But not just that, I'm gonna descend about, looks like maybe 70, 80 feet before I re-ascend. And so far, I've had 3 hikers pass me up here. So apparently people are getting dropped off below at the other entrance to this trail. Because the last 2 guys that circled, what I call circled, went to the lake and maybe this way. They got picked up in the parking lot just below where I parked my motorcycle. Anyway, so big thing for me is that's not where the lake is. The lake is behind me over here. I'm glad it's not there, really glad it's not there, but I'm also glad I didn't hike down there. I'm not ready for that. You can hear me huffing and puffing. This is 2 things, me being out of shape, me being overweight, out of shape, and 12% oxygen, man, it's tough. So take this as a warning, folks. Be careful if you're gonna hike up here, because you could be a casualty. Nobody wants you to be a casualty, but do your own research. Be careful and don't listen to an old dude with head injuries and possible dementia due to traumatic brain injury and old age. Well, my hiker has disappeared over the horizon. You gotta admit though, it's pretty cool being up here. I wonder how many people have hiked this and selfie sticked it, vlogged it. I gotta start doing more hikes.